Hi guys, it's Gina, and I want to do a book review for you. I'm hoping that this video will have 2 book reviews in it, if I can get through these, and not run out of time. This is Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover by Ali Carter. I've been reviewing these as I read them. This is actually the 3rd book, and if you've watched my first and second book of hers, first one is I Tell You I Love You, but then I'd have to kill you. I gave that, I think, 3 to 4 stars, and then my second, Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy. You can watch those if you'd like. This is the 3rd. I had predicted that I would love this one just like I did the second. I think out of all 3 of them, I gave the second book 4 stars, and I think out of all 3 of them, the second book was my favorite. And that's because it introduces a cool spy guy named Zach, and I really enjoyed him and Cammy interacting together, and his kind of suaviness, and he was really a cute character to get to know. So especially with Cammy, you were kind of getting to know him just like Cammy was. So, but this book has, I was hoping a lot of Zach in it, but it doesn't really have as much Zach in it as I'd like. He is in the book, and there are some mystery elements to it. I think this book has more mystery kind of elements than the other 2. I'm not a big mystery fan. I love fantasy, adventure, action, romance. I love suspense, where you don't really know what's going to happen and it happens, but for me, there's a difference between suspense and mystery, and I never really liked mystery novels, or at least I haven't found one that I really love. So this kind of had a lot of mystery going on to it, where the characters were seeming to try to ask a lot of questions, or they wouldn't ask the questions that should be asked, and it just had a lot of mystery to it. I don't know how to explain it, but I do love this series. I love the book. I would give this one probably 3 to 3.5 stars. It says on it that it is for ages 11 and up. I think it probably is geared toward younger teenagers, but of course I'm not a younger teenager by far, and I loved it. I thought it was cute. I just love the Gallagher Girl series. I think everybody should try and read them. It's a fun, quick read. You know, it's not anything that you're going to get really involved in, and a lot of different facets to the story. But it does have some, she kind of leaves you, not really with a cliffhanger, but yet there are some unanswered things at the end of this book that you're kind of really wanting to know. So, but we have to wait until June 15th when Only the Good Spy Young comes out, and I will be buying that the very first day it comes out, because like I've said in these other interviews, I love Cammy and her friends. I love the teachers. I love the boys that have been introduced into the series. I love Zach. And just finding out if him and Cammy are really going to be together, that kind of thing. So, this book finds Cammy going on the campaign trail a little bit right off the beginning with her friend Macy, and they almost get kidnapped. And the whole story is around that, and why it happened, who it was, that kind of stuff. But towards the end of the book, you still have some questions, and how was Zach involved in all of it, and where does he come into play? So I like kind of the twists, but just like I said, a little bit too mystery for me. I don't know how to explain that, but did like it. I would recommend it as a read, especially to younger readers. I don't know if this is for everybody, because it's a bit on the girly side, so that's why I'm not giving it like 4 or 5 stars. I'm not real sure whether I could just recommend it to everybody. And this isn't a series that I would just go around saying, oh, you gotta read it, you gotta read it, you gotta read it. It's a must read. But yet, I do let people know about this one and this series, and that I really like it. Especially girls that are aged probably like 10 to 15. So I'm so glad I read them. I love them. But like I said, book 2, Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy, is my fave. And, well, until I get book 4, who knows? So I definitely recommend a read. This is one of those books that, the series that, if you don't have other stuff that you're just dying to read and you're not real sure what to pick up, I would recommend this series. I can't wait for it to be a movie. I hope that it is. This would be a movie that I could take my younger daughter to, and that we would just love this series. So I love Allie Carter. That's one thing. I love her writing. I bought her book, High Society. I haven't read it yet, but I do love Allie Carter's writing. She's very, she's got a lot of wittiness and kind of comedy, but yet she knows how to write a smooth, cool character, and I love the thoughts that she gives Cammie, makes her seem so real. So yes, I would overall give the series a 4, but this book for me was probably more on the 3 to 3.5. So go check it out, guys, if you like. And coming up is a review on Ghostgirl Book 2 called Homecoming. This is the second book review on this video, and it is Ghostgirl Homecoming. This see-through. Hello. And when you open it, there she is. I talked about these books on a previous video where I actually did a quick review of Ghostgirl, the first book. And they very much remind me of Tim Burton. I wish he would do this series as a film. It would be so great. Here's the chapters. They always have some kind of wisdom on them. Like this one says, I can now see everything falling to pieces before my eyes. Ian Curtis. Doesn't sound much like wisdom, but usually they are. But it's kind of cool the way it is, and the pictures are just so great. The images, even the story, it reminds me of a Tim Burton film. And also even kind of like Coraline, that kind of thing. So if you like Tim Burton films, then you would like this series. It's actually about a girl who's dead, and she's a ghost girl, of course, and she ends up actually making friends. In the first book, she makes friends with a human girl, and there's actually possession in it, some body switching, that kind of thing. It's all about the afterlife and what happens there, and how we feel about ourselves in the afterlife, how we grow. What it's really kind of cool. I actually love it. See, here's one from Jimi Hendrix. Once you're dead, you're made for life. And that says, Die young, stay pretty, is the title of the chapter. So, I love these books. They're really cool. And I would give them, I'd probably give them 3 stars, because they're not the kind of stories, at least for me, they weren't the kind of stories where you kind of get obsessed about the characters, or you're constantly thinking about the characters, or you can't wait to get back to the book. It's not really like that, but yet when you are reading the book, you know, when I was reading the book, I was really enjoying the story. So I'd give it 3 stars, and like I said, I think it's a guarantee. If you like Tim Burton-ish films and stories, then you will like these. If you don't, then I'm not sure if you will or not. But I'd say definitely try them. I definitely would recommend this book series. Right now I don't think you can get either in softback, and because they're set up like this, I'm wondering if the author's even going to make them in softback, because they're so cool. I've heard there's a 3rd one coming out, so I'm definitely going to get that one. And the author is Tanya Hurley. She's got a few videos on YouTube if you want to look her up. It's Hurley. Happy reading!